Oh, there we go. That makes sense. My streamer mic was off.
That would do it.
Okay, I think we're good now. Desktop audio is good, and streamer audio mic is good. Cool. All right. There next to me UI.
All
That makes sense. My
right.
streamer mic was off. Okay,
So
audio's good to go. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I guess we should probably start with a little quick intro of what we're doing. Right?
Yeah.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
So we have this thing here, which is kind of our rough idea of what we want the UI to look like as a whole. And so what we did to help start thinking through it is we have it overlaid onto our screen. And what we want to do is that even if we don't have all of the various things made, such as a mini map or the kills being sent out, or in the top left the items that you can pick up, we still want to get the stuff put in so that it looks more complete as an overall heads up display, and so that as we start filling in those things, it's the overall thought process of how we want these to be hooked together is already figured out. And so then it just means, cool, add new functionality, instead of trying to say, let's make the UI and then spending a bunch of time just implementing one of the parts. So yeah, I believe the first thing that we were just going to quickly set up was that thing in the top left for the
Consumables.
the what? Toombles? Is that what they're called?
Consumables.
Oh yeah, consumables. Here, I'll put that there as a section, and
Consumables here.
just make a very simple widget.
Yeah, making some fun animations for consumables too. Should be a good time. Yeah, it's the consumable.
All right, so we probably just want this. Want a size box. There's a few just generic things that you just put in a things such as this overlay, and let's put a border. Oop, followed by text and custom on screen. Let's just say we want it to be 200 on screen. And then we're gonna have this fill in. We're going to make this less filled and not as bright. I don't know why it's sorry. I don't know why it's so absolutely bright, because I thought I lowered it. Oh, that's what I need to do. Oops. 0.2 or something, and then we can just center this guy and call it no items. You do not have an item right now, just because you don't. So I'm just gonna label some of these things now, just so that we check. Item name text item border. Okay. So on construct here, what we're probably going to want to do is say get owning player. This will give us the player controller of whoever is on this connection. And so what we want to do from that is, just to be safe, do is valid, because that's what you always want to do, to make sure that you have give a valid reference. And then we want to say get player state, and we want to then cast to CK player states, because this is then where we can get their information of their item consumables. So we want to make something though for them to be able to have items right now. So let's make a new component that we can say this is where all the logic will be for a player to have one of these things. So let's do a player state component. Question for you, Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
So consumables, are they going to be something that you only really have if you're like actively playing with a character, right?
Right. Yeah, like you would just similar to Mario Kart where you kind of like grab, grab it the box and it turns into an item. It's the same kind of thing. Yeah, same kind of thing as that, and it would probably be random like that. Well, either it'd be color coded boxes or they'd be random boxes. But anyway, that shouldn't change how the UI is done.
Okay. Yeah. So then let me make sure I'm using the right kind of. Okay. Yeah, pawn component. Okay. So I'm going to stick this in. Should I make a new folder for the item stuff, or just put in pawn?
Up to you. Yeah, up to you. If we want to have it feel separate, then yeah.
Okay. CK. Consumable manager. There. And I'm just gonna put this on pawn for now. The point of this is just so we have a thing that we know where all of our future work will be in. And we're going to just make a few simple functions that are just going to exist to not actually do all that much, except make it so that we can start framing multicast delegates. One param. My writer is struggling right now to wake up so it can start making the things all fill in. But what we're going to do is make these things called event dispatchers that are essentially broadcasts for when something happens. And so the point of that is that we can have the UI listen to this component and then just work from there. And that way we can get everything we need about this one system when we implement it there. So, F on consumable. And for now, I'm just making instead of making like a class for it or anything, I'm just calling it a U object because I don't want to worry about worrying about creating all that stuff right now. So public, yeah. So new property, blueprint assignable. That new property allows you to have blueprints listen to this dispatcher variable. So then we just do a simple another one of a blueprint callable called voids. And let me generate. So we get consumable, and all we're going to do in here is just set our consumable to that. On consumable received. Okay, that's enough of a framework for us to be happy with this. So
cool.
I'm gonna. Oh, what the heck is it doing here? Okay, well, let me close this really quick. Just to make it rebuild. So let's bring that back up. What?
What?
I don't want to do 143 of them. Actually, wait. I'm just
We
gonna
need
have
more
it run.
consumables.
Apparently.
We want ISB OP in our game.
Consumables are the most powerful thing ever.
Well, hello from the UK.
Oh, we have someone from across the seas.
Yeah. Yeah, Indie Gaming accent. He's pretty dope. Yeah. I just assumed Australia, but I guess not.
All right, let's go wait for this to finish real quick, because it just decided to compile when I made a new class, but since I was in debug mode, it tried to compile in development, which means, ugh. Anyway. This is really like honestly the most frustrating part about programming is waiting. Because you have to wait for the compiler to compile. You're just like, okay.
Yeah. I've had some buddies that are like, "Oh, just play a game when I wait to compile it." This big
I mean,
compile
hey,
anyway.
we'll see how long it takes when it finishes, it'll tell us. Apparently the Chaos Cart Anim instance is really giving it some trouble right now. But I'm like using like I think all of my computer. Yeah. It was at like 100 for a second. Yeah, you can see them working.
See, he says, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm just managing to be at my desk again after 5 days of this damn sickness." Oh, I know, dude. It's been crazy. I feel like this year alone, I've been sick probably like 9 times. This has never happened before, where I just like feel this ill, or just feel like so congested almost all year. It's awful. I hate it.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah, we got a lot of gameplay feeling good. Now it's just making sure we have like all the UI elements during gameplay. That's kind of what we're focusing on right now. We have like the mini map, and we have the character health, consumables, detectors for like incoming damage and that kind of stuff, and like placement. So yeah, a lot of the actual gamey stuff that we needed to still pull off. Looking forward to smashing some friends in CK. Heck yeah, dude. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, we'll have some more testing here soon. Yeah. Yeah. Excited for this next build. We really want to get Mallet Boy to 100% ASAP, so yeah. That should be fun. Even if we just fight with a bunch of Mallet Boys, it should be a good time.
Okay. So what this all is really doing is just going to be on consumable use, on consumable received. So there's not going to be too much that we can put into here until we have like, you know, the items like actually having some data about like their name or something. But it's nice getting at least to this point here, because then from here, all we really need to do is just implement what these do once we make the items do more things. Because we just have the frame built. So I know it's not all like that impressive of a thing, but we're set. And now we can go to our actual full-on HUD over here. And, I'm sorry if that was strange or something. I don't know. Like, symbol display. Stick them here. Boom. I don't know why it's not filling anymore, but whatever. Boom. There's no items.
Nice.
So yeah, do you think So I remember we were talking about we were gonna have items that not items. Um, we were gonna have things that, for example, you start off and it's the countdown, and then it says go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any of the HUD that we don't want visible during that countdown?
Um, that's a good point.
Is there? Or
I'm thinking about
oh
like what would it be? What is it like in Mario Kart? Not like we have to do everything like Mario Kart, but I think that is a good gauge.
yeah, it's
Um,
like figure out why they did things certain way and go, okay.
yeah, because I'm not sure. I think it was like I imagine that everything is there, but hmm. Yeah, for right now, I think that everything should be there. But if we see that like Mario Kart has it to where like UI elements just spawn as soon as go hits, then that might be a thing. Just so you're like more focused on that middle UI element and everything, just like a center point. And then as
Hmm.
soon as go happens, and all the things blinking.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. Let me make sure I remember what. So, do you want to make it a bit nicer, like a go thingy, or is that an okay countdown for now? Actually, here, do you want to design the finish race screen right now?
The finish
That's
race screen.
yeah,
Oh,
like
like the UI.
yeah, what should like pop? What we want to have pop up?
Hmm.
And start putting that together because that's a UI element I haven't made yet. Because I can make the game just quit whenever you finish a race, but I probably want to show some UI first.
Yeah. So on the Miro board that we were building, that's near the end here of the kind of UI chain to the right. Yeah, see these are the ways that it's done. I actually like that it shows the front camera or the back camera right here.
Uh-huh.
I like that a lot. So it like automatically goes into like the Y mode, and so you can kind of see their reactions right on the characters.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good idea. So just to really help, uh, really help like show the emotion of the character after they won or lost. Um, so and it also shifts over, so it's kind of like a camera that's not centered, so you can kind of see the stats as well as the character fully.
Uh-huh.
So it's a skew. So it's almost like we almost might need a third camera or have the back camera be offset during this time.
Okay. Here, I'm gonna make it camera mode.
Because I
Um,
like the way that this is done. Yeah.
yeah, and so I can just say there's just we can just call it the standard behind or whatever. We have the rear and we have um rear offset or something.
Yeah.
Because what we can do if we like have this is that we can just set up how we want it to look like for each thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do up here is I'm just going to make a function that we can call from the server to say, hey, this client, make your camera cook and do that. Make your camera do this. So it'd say,
Yeah.
what is it? Yeah. Server, no, the client. Client, reliable, blueprint callable. And now we say void client set camera mode. We set the camera mode. Let's also quickly make just a getter so that we have one. And it is a ECK camera mode, get camera mode. Read only.
Yeah. If
Hmm?
we can bust through all these play states, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, well, and here, let's what we should do is we should just test it not by trying to stick it into like the loop of it yet, but let's
Mm-hmm.
just press play, and I just put some debug commands just in the blueprint of the controller where I just hit like R, and
Okay.
that switches, right? And so
Yep.
that way we can just manually, instead of trying to make everything else line up at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
um, just one thing at a time. And I think doing that also will help us, or at least me, be better about like saying, okay, here's one little thingy, let's get that in.
Mm-hmm.
And also be able to, if something's not working, it should be easier for us to find. So camera mode,
I really
okay.
I really like this in the top frame. I really enjoy like this where it shows the side by side vehicle or the characters or everything. That it's kind of fun. Like
Mm,
if you're in the lobby together, obviously I don't think we have time to do this right now, but like this would be really fun to have like these different slots, these different like pins
uh-huh.
for like your like a lobby if you're teaming up with your friends and you're lobbying with your friends, that
Yeah.
like that would be really cool just visual to like show side by side, you
Well,
know.
if we can do that, and like the way that you do that in Unreal, I'm pretty sure is you make like a little level that is where you do that. Where you have like 3 markers, and so you have like the queuing up, like the map, like the matchmaking level, where it just like puts like I'm pretty sure that's what like Fortnite does when you have like your
Mm-hmm.
guys standing there.
Right.
Um, okay. And so what I'm gonna do is have a U function that's a blueprint native event. Um, called um, void BPNE on camera mode set. Okay. Oh, new camera mode. Okay. Um, let's go into the character actor real quick. And when we set our that's yes, this. Okay, where's our camera sheet? So um rear or you know what? Let's not worry about doing it in here. So we can tell them to do this. This right here is just going to be empty for now because this can be overridden in the blueprints.
Mm.
Um, let's go to where the player finishes the race, which is in where is game folder, race, game mode. So here's where I'm having a player get finished, and this is where it sends out a message about that player finishing. So if I go into the set finished for the player, what I can do is also go set camera mode. Um, oh, oh, that would make sense, yeah. Um, I want to say player, set camera mode. What? Did I? Oh, it's client set camera. I'm dumb. Huh?
Mm.
I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
What you
Oh, I'm trying to make. Oh, why can't I change the camera mode on the player? It's like this is a player state, not player controller. So that's why.
All good.
So let's just really quickly just get a yeah, it's in here. Okay. So get controller. Yes equals get player state. Add player controller. Player controller equals PS get player controller. This is a dirty cast, but I do not care. Michael would not like it.
This is for now.
Yeah. And now I can just say PC set Yeah, there we go. So we say rear offset. Um,
That's,
what?
thanks for, I said thanks for coming in, Indie Gaming Acts. My pleasure is it's cool to see the dumb and live in action. Yeah. I mean that's what we do when you do live, you know, you're just literally trying to make real-time decisions.
Okay. No, 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 cancel, 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 cancel. Can't, no, cancel. Run. Okay, so now what we're going to do is make the camera modes like, be swapped between when we just call that function. That's the thing that will be, do the debugging in of just like the controls in in blueprints, and that way we can make the finish race UI in such a way that it's taking into account, that camera positioning, and we can see it directly on it, like with the character. If this would compile. Open. We're using this player. Correct? Yeah. Okay. So, okay. So this is where you can actually like tell to switch camera modes. Um, and so if I go into the character where we actually have our like offset camera, um, I wonder where this is being used. I forgot like how I had the back facing camera like turn on. Rear, back. Ah, set camera facing. That's what it is. Okay. Well, we're going to be a bit messier with it. We're going to say get oh on. I There you go. That's what it's called. Get control pawn and cast to. What you giggling for, fool?
Oh, just indie gaming acts be silly. That's all. All right, see you after a bit,
um,
man.
facing. So we can either have a third camera in here, right? Or we can just move the back facing one. I don't know what the cost of having multiple cameras necessarily is, but if we just have them deactivated when they're not being used, I don't think it really causes a problem.
Okay.
And worst case, we can handle that optimization later, I guess. Let's say offsetted back facing spring. I want you to have the same properties to start off with as you. And we then want it kind of to the right a little bit more, right?
Yeah, for right now anyway, I think it'd just be better just to do what they're doing, and then we
Mhm.
can kind of figure out our, we can offset however we want to later.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think it'd be really cool to see like the breakdown as well as your character's emotion, just like this, right when you hit the finish line, or like
Yeah.
finish and then flip, and then you can kind of see this stuff. And now you can see the KDA as well for your character. Um, or if we wanted to like even kind of draw out the results more, we could do um, like your placement in the match, and then it spawns like your kill death assists after you have your placement, and then after it shows your kill death assists after your placement, then it'll like reset to where you are in the standings because of your KDA. Like
Hmm.
that'd be really fun to see. Is like, so it's like it shows what place you're in. So say if you're 10th place, and then your KDA populates, and they're like, oh, you got a lot of kills. We're gonna put you in 8th now because of the points.
Ah,
Like
yeah.
that kind of thing. I think that'd be really cool. So it's like that way it really reinforces how important like fighting can be in the game as well. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I got 10th. Oh, cool, I made, think that'd be a cool way of doing it.
I'm trying to like move this guy around so I can okay. Up a little bit? No, this way. Can you like see what I'm like doing? This
Yep.
is like the camera in game. So I'm like trying to like 'cause this is kind
Oh,
of
perfect.
maybe a little higher.
I think it's directly on. Like he's turning a little bit. I guess it maybe is a little bit askew. So yeah, maybe it's a little bit like 50 degrees tilt, and like you have. Yeah.
Um,
So okay, so we have that last camera that only shows up during the final steps. And yes, we have our normal back cam, we have our front cam, or I guess the front cam that shows the back, for when you're doing reverse mode on Y, and then you have your third camera, which is your offset result camera. Cool.
yeah. Okay. So now I'm gonna go in here and I'm just going to um then deactivate and let's say get offset back facing camera. No. Oh. Camera. Okay. So if we're doing standard behind, then that means back and rear are off and you are on
Mm.
versus rear. And we'll make a thinner version of this in the future, but we do not, we have more important right now. Like, 'cause in my head, I'm like, no, there's a better way to do this. I'm like, no, Patrick, no, Patrick. You can just do it the simple way for now.
Does anyone have questions about UI and Unreal 5? Anyone hanging out? If you have any questions, feel free to ask us. We both went through the Games Masters program, so I went through the art program. He went through the program. Yeah, that's double programming program. So if you have any questions about game development, yeah, shoot for sure. Throw it in the comments. Or I guess there's a live stream comment section, so it's a little different.
All right. And YUI, and I'm going to call to camera mode. And this will let us switch between them.
We we were kind of doing a mix of a couple different UI. We're kind of pulling from at least the in-game UI. It's like Mario Kart, League, and Overwatch all at once. This is kind of like a very hybrid version of that.
All right, let's see how this goes. I got my camera, and I hit this. Um, oh no, did I forget to? Wait, no.
Oh no.
I'm hitting, and nothing is happening. Why dost thou do nothing? Set camera. Oh, I'm stupid.
What'd you do?
I didn't do that.
What'd you do this time, Pat?
I didn't tell it to call the function after the camera gets set. Well, now we know.
No, I know.
At least it only has to do 4 now instead of 12. It's gotta wait again. All right. So, okay, now it's actually doing that. So this is our rear facing camera. Oh, it feels really weird to drive because you have to like hit inverse. And then this is the offset one. So, oh, normal, rear, offset.
Nice. Can
Let's
you make
set
it
it
full screen? Yeah, that'd be good. Dude, that looks great. That looks awesome. And
and this is
so,
what it would look like when when it's driving still.
yeah. Oh, we'll also need to make the AI be able to just drive cleanly on the road. I'm not sure how, if it's gonna be something basic. I mean, you don't have to do anything fancy. It just needs to drive in the middle, really, or like
Yeah, especially
somewhere.
if you have this line anywhere that can be used as just like a, even if it's not like what creates the road, if it's literally
Yeah.
just a line created solely for the purpose of saying, hey, here's how you kind of like automatically go along the road. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good position for the
I like that.
yeah.
I like that a
Okay.
lot. Yeah, that's cool. And so we just need to make like this block out. We can probably just screenshot this and throw it into the UI thing, just like this little thing right
Sure.
here.
Yeah,
Might as well.
yeah, actually sure, instead of like me making a whatever thingy,
Yeah,
that's
just
let's
snippet what actually exists. Oh, yeah, it'll move. Yeah, yeah, just for block out purposes anyway.
yeah. So let's go into UI, let's go into um race
Hmm.
or like results. UP, race, results. And I'm just going to put a canvas panel and I'm going to get the image and throw it in there. There. I'm being nice and jank with it. Oh, I should probably name you. You're just like uh all right. So we go to our main HUD again, and what we do is we add our race results into this, and we can just, stick them. The ear is really big, bro. So we're just gonna stick you there. Why are you so big? Okay. We're gonna stick you there, but we're gonna have you initially not be visible. Then here, what we're gonna do is in this construct thingy. So right here, we're going to listen for gameplay message. So if you notice in here, when the player finishes a race, this message gets broadcast out of tag player race finished. And that's just this right here. What that means is I can say player.race.finished. Oh dear, which one did I? Finished race, cool. So I want to listen for player dot finished. Halo is going to be a verb. I want partial. And then break. Message received. So basically, if we receive the race finished message, then what we want to do is make our race results be visible. Because it was hidden previously.
Yeah.
And then we would want to like make some of the other things invisible. But we don't have to worry about that for now.
Does it always exist, or is it a separate? I guess it would always exist during this game state, right? So
Yeah.
it would just be invisible when you're playing the game or whatever.
So alternatively, I can make it so that, for example, this is actually where it gets created, right?
Yeah.
Instead of having it be a part of the HUD here. The downside is it's hard to like figure out where everything lines up, but it does mean that you don't have to have them all inside here at once. But nothing that we can like worry about later in terms of like how we want to have everything pop up. Because for right now, if we stick everything inside here, it's all in one place, and then we can figure out how to like disjoint it. That probably would be better to have it not just hang around the whole time. Yeah, so let me see if I can trigger the finished race message. I want to actually go into here. I want to all right. Oh, yeah, there you go. When I went through the finish line, I did this, and it did not broadcast that message.
Okay, cool. And so we would just need to like have this a state where it switches the UI. So it just turns everything else off and then turns the result on.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see some gameplay again to see how it works. Because like, say if you're first place, then it won't have the results for the other people yet. So I wonder if it just shows this, if it like you're just driving until everyone goes through and then it shows the result screen, or if it's where it'll always be show the result screen and you're on the side and then it just populates as people go through the finish line.
I'm not sure. I guess it would be what would you want? What do you think players, or what would you want players to be able to do while they're finished and the other people are still going? Like, would you think they want to like be able to like spectate other players versus just staring at their cards? Or
I
would they want
imagine
to
so.
like toggle just between them then, just be able to like their card just goes, and then once everyone's finished, then it forces you to be looking at your card and the pop, and then the stats appear.
I'm not sure. I guess it depends on how long we would expect the disparageness to be. Like, would it be like, if you're all gonna be within 30 seconds of each other, I mean, may not be a big deal, but like, yeah, I don't know. I think I just need to play it again to like kind of see how the order of operations happens with that.
We
But
could potentially even have it be like, right, like if it's a team-based thing, right? If an entire team finishes, then the race ends. Because like you know how like if if there's only two people in the race and the first one wins, the other person's second, so um you can
that's
kind
true.
of yeah.
That's true. But yeah, I don't know. It might be a little bit anticlimactic if you can't pass the finish line though.
True.
Um, so it might be kind of frustrating in that way. But yeah, maybe there is some additional points for the team that has a racer go through first. You have like first place should already have points for just being first. Um, or maybe there's like bonus points for like a team that is that got the most points during that race or whatever. You get like a slight bonus advantage or something like that. But yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I just think the conglomerate of just having race points and then the KDA. But I imagine, I don't know. I do you think that I think we should just have it to be where deaths would not retract, but kills would gain points just for psychological purposes.
Uh-huh.
I think that'd be the best way to run it. Like, oh, you had five, you fed super hard, but like it doesn't like it just gives them points rather than neglecting or negating points for you. So it reduces frustration from the players.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good psychological way to run it.
Yeah.
Because yeah, you know you're gonna have your team flaming you if you're like you got lost us 100 points or something like that because you died so much. You know, it sounds worse than a team the other team gaining points. It's yeah.
So I cross. Oh yeah, there we go. Now it's doing it, and then boop. Yeah. So.
Nice. Okay, they have it pretty large. They have it like more than half the screen on this image right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Let's
it's
say,
like a
yeah.
majority of it because there's gonna be a lot of stuff on there too. Like if you have KDA plus placement, um, it's gonna be a lot. Like I really like on Mario Party how it shows the numbers like go up like it's really cool and like I feel like all those little psychological like happy feel dopamine bops or whatever is like a good thing. It's like it makes you like the game more and just generally just feels good when you see like the numbers like it's kind of like jackpot or something.
It just like feels satisfying. Like, aha.
It does. Yeah, I'm gonna place some notes on this UI just to have that so I can remind myself for that. Let's see, add comment.
Let's go back to the finish line, and let me full screen this.
Have the points.
Okay, is that more the size? Probably need to move it to over a little bit to the right, but
Uh, let's see. From the game, I mean, this is kind of like a widescreen screenshot that I have of it, but it's like it's like a little more squat and a little bit more wide. That's kind of what it looks like in this screenshot, or from this. Yeah, like make it a little bit wider than that. If you, whoa, not that wide. Oh, that's the whole screen.
now I
um,
do this.
yeah, maybe like 2/3 that, and then 1/3 the cart.
Okay.
Yeah, and then down a tad bit more. So like the result is like the very bottom of the result box, and at least in the Mario Kart is like right where the bottom of the cart is. So it's kind of like matching pretty well. So like, oh well, I mean on the sorry on the camera. So it'd be further down on the third camera. Yeah, like if you go in full screen mode, it's kind of like near the bottom on the third camera mode.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see what it looks like here.
Okay. Okay, yeah. There's no like intersecting, so at least on theirs, but that's pretty close. So I'd bring it down some and then shrink it just a tad on the side, so a little less wide, and then and just bring it down some. Yeah, try that. Yeah, it's a good placeholder for now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how it looks. Can you go full screen? Hey, that looks really good. Yeah, that was great.
All right.
Heck yeah.
Okay. We got that one.
cool. Placeholder screenshots is like perfect. Like that's like a great way to like block stuff out like that.
They really are, honestly. I didn't realize like it's just like, oh, you know what? Yeah, that's so nice compared to me like to trying to like make a, list thingy in the
Just
UI and have it pop around, and then it's like, no, let's throw that in there. It's close.
yeah, just snatch like existing UI elements and just replace them over time.
This is what I want.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
I mean, hey, you want to make the the lobby right now?
The lobby? Yeah, let's do it.
I can just go. Yeah.
AJ, so JW A says, "What are you guys' names? I slid over here from Discord." Um, so that's Pat, and I'm Daniel. Welcome to the channel. We try to stream like our game development for our racing fighting game, Chaos Kart, and sometimes I'll do like other tutorial kind of stuff or just general art things, but really trying to crank down on getting this vertical slice done. So, but yeah, welcome to the channel, Jay. Are you also a game developer? Ayo. Bless you good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna change a couple things real quick just to make the backend work for it. Because instead of using just purely a class like struct for the hero data, we have a little bit different thing. So we have hero data instead of just a pawn. So hero data object new hero data. It's gonna be hero data. Okay. Boom. Boom.
Yeah, we're both game developers. Yeah, we both publish games. So I was actually, let's see, I guess I post mostly horror games so far, sort of. Like they've been horror related in a lot of ways.
Yeah. I'm just gonna call this your data.
An inspiring game dev, just learning C# after struggling with juggling Unity with C#. I'm an ideas guy. I get that, dude. That's cool. Yeah, we were using C# and Unity for our last game that we were working on, but oh yeah. I wonder what an aspiring game dev would look like.
Oh, here.
But yeah, that's cool. Oh, yeah, we're in Unreal 5 for this one. So yeah, this is mostly C++. Well, it is C++ plus blueprints. Yeah.
Okay. Let me do the changing station. That's the thing that I had in the past that we could like change character at. Hero data. Change. Yeah. And this also needs to be a hero data. Yada. Compile, save. Everything's going to complain. But we persist.
We persist.
We will change all the errors that are forming later. Set hero in station is hero data. Boom. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. On. Put you in there. Boom. Work. Here, data goes in here, and we don't care about that. Compile, save, valid hero list. We're gonna make these default hero, Mallet Boy,
Bowie.
Bucky, and Rev. The default one is going to be default hero. Compile and save.
I still love Revenier's name, dude. Just
It's
like
a really fun name.
Rev like an engine, and then Revenir in French means to return, like return magic. So
Uh-huh.
it totally pulls off the RE thing plus it's like revving the engine. I don't know. Even though she doesn't have an engine.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, right? Starting to have issues again. Just
Yeah, it's fine. It happens, dude.
I want to say get a copy. Go there. Go there. Delete that boy. We want to find you. Stick you there. Delete that. We can delete that. And then we can say length here. Throw that there. Is valid. Wait, why? There. Boop. And boop. What? Oh dear. Oh, I have to do it all again? It's valid. Get. Boom. Boom. Get. Boom. Boom. Find. Length.
Jasper. Are you going to make any other games after Chaos Card? Yeah, probably. I mean, I I want to make Chaos Card a more of a service style game where we're constantly coming up with new champions or new racers. Um, but yeah, depending on the how Chaos Card goes, I mean, I'll still be wanting to make other games. Or yeah, I mean, I still work on other games on the side anyway. Like we're working on Zombies Noir for the Oculus Quest 2 and the Pro, and it's another game we're working on. Yeah, that's why we were in. At least I was in Japan recently marketing the Zombies Noir. So I mean that was. I'm still doing other stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I just love making games, so I don't think I'll end up stopping anytime soon.
Sorry, almost done with this. Okay, hopefully that all somehow behaves. So if I throw you here and I press play, what happens? Oh, look, someone spawns. Cool.
Oh, cool! You're doing the side by side thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
So like we already have, if you remember, this UI, right?
Yeah. I remember that.
So I figured you might as well build off of this. So
Sweet.
so what were you thinking of? I remember on this, right? There was
In the far left here, there's this guy.
like this thing, yeah. You think
Yeah.
this is what you want to look like?
I think it'd be fun. I mean, we could make it easy and do the paladins route where it's like play, and but this is just I don't know. I like this a lot. Where if you invite someone, it's kind of like DBD, right? DBD has the same kind of thing where their characters are side by side. So I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
So I think like right here, it's just like the press start or press the start kind of thing on the Mario Kart 8 screen. This very first thing. That could just
Yeah.
be our little title page thing, and then it goes into this. So rather than doing the paladins at all, it would just go straight from there to there.
Mm. Also, we can keep doing the thing where we click host game, you click something and play, or I can just make it so that or I can just make it so that it just automatically, if you hit like create game, it'll just
Mm.
create the default thing. It'll just take us directly to like our gym map. Um,
Oh, okay.
and but or the lobby or something. We can say create a new game or something. And then for find, like when we hit join instead of having to click on a server, um, I don't know if we really care about having that much of a difference of that right now, but we can't really do matchmaking yet.
Right, right.
But yeah,
When someone spawns in from their Steam account, right, or whatever, and like adds it to the game, can we
hmm
give them just like a character, and that would be just whoever whatever character spawns here, or can we like if they just choose which character, like on let's say the top of the screen, they can choose between the three characters, then that would
yeah,
spawn them in the next slot over, whatever as that character.
yeah. Here, so, uh,
I feel like
um,
it'll work.
so I had an interesting idea.
What's that?
So the hard part before was like, oh, how do I make it so like, whenever a player spawns in, their thingy is all set up with their changing station, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Just realize, what if I make the changing stations a pawn? So that like all the normal possession logic type things just work automatically. And so that means whenever a player spawns in, it creates a platform for them.
Mm.
And then with the player starts, we can just arrange them how we want them to be. So for example, if I
Heck
go
yeah.
player starts, wait, what? Okay, player start. There you go. So let's stick one there. So let's like set up for like let's say there's like some kind of 3v3, right? So
Mm-hmm.
boom, boom, and even though my brain hates it, I will worry about making them symmetrical later.
Wait.
I'm not lining them up,
Hey,
but it pains. So
blocking things out quickly is good content anyway. So people like results, man.
there's no symmetry. Let me
We
fix
need
that.
we need results.
There we go. It's better. Okay. I'm gonna make the changing station a pawn now. Yeah. Pawn. Boom, baby.
I I think what is it? Like perfectionism is the enemy of getting things done.
Yep.
Which sounds weird.
All right. It's not gonna work, but I'm still gonna press play and see how much is working. Hmm.
um
I don't even know where I am.
you're inside the
Oh,
plane.
hey, why am I?
The plane's hovering 20 feet off the ground and your camera is on the plane. It's like covering everything.
Oh, okay. So I can do that now. Okay, okay, okay. So it puts me there. So what I can do
Okay.
is now inside the hero changing station, we can put like so we see all this stuff, right? Um,
Yeah.
and I'm actually gonna add a child actor thing in here. Um, and I'm gonna call this the hero dummy because they're a dummy.
Hero dummy.
Yep. And you're gonna be a mouth boy for now. Yep, you're welcome, bud.
Yeah.
Um, switch to next hero. Say hero station. So what I want to do is say destroy. No. Get actor. Yeah. Can I destroy you?
Can I destroy you?
Uh, how do I say reset or something? Or actor? I always forget how these child actor things work. They're like a nice way to be able to like stick something inside
Hmm.
another actor, but maybe not. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to use you to help me orient the guy, but you, Mr. Hero Dummy, are going to come here.
Hero dummy.
And here's spawn locations here. And so I'm going to add uh, camera. And we're going to do this and this and a negative 180 and this and this and ow, I don't know what I'm doing honestly.
It's only 4 cameras.
There, yeah. Aha. Okay, not perfect, but we can work with this.
Yeah.
Um.
I kind of like how they're set in kind of like almost like a half circle, where they're kind of like do like that's pretty
Mhm.
cool. Like a half circle, and the camera's coming at it almost like you're standing up on the lot looking at the car.
Yeah. Do you think maybe I should just have everyone's camera be like here?
Like that'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
Okay. Then let me. Do I have a camera out here?
Maybe
No.
raise it up a little bit higher, like we can kind of see a little bit taller.
Yeah. Here, let me
Okay.
pilot this so I can like literally fly as it. Okay.
Okay.
So
So have it rotate up a little bit, like there, and then drop down a little bit. Hey man. Just like height. Oh, hey, sweetie.
something like that.
A little bit higher. All right. Nope. Yep. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
A little bit. Yeah.
Stop piloting. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is lobby player controller.
Oh, got my kitty cat. Look at that.
Huh?
Tofu.
Oh, I can hear tofu.
Do you see? You see this?
Yeah, he's holding your hands like, no, you need to say, keep petting, keep petting.
I know, dude. Yeah, she's too cute sometimes. You too cute.
Say-
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe if I just say begin play, um, okay. I'm doing something so dirty, but I don't care at this point.
So
I will be
dirty.
forgiven. Tag actor tags this one. Sorry.
That's dirty.
Lobby camera. And I'll come in here and I'll say camera actor. And so now I'll say for each say tag what I call them lobby camera. So basically I want to find that camera so I can just say you are my view target. Okay. So I believe I should now be able to press play. There we go. So let's um, rotate all of these to be facing more like this. And we'll probably actually need to change like the shaping of the UI too, just to adjust it to fit better. I like
Okay.
how it's in a random spot each time.
I think it's still too a little far away. If you just have
Mhm.
them like clumped up a little bit closer, and then like, yeah, just
And also, I should probably figure out a way to like have them make sure to use like the inner ones first.
okay. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I know in Rocket League it's like the closest car, like on this the screenshot here. That like lime green car is the first one, and then it like do it kind of populates back behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm not sure if it probably is different between like um I bet it's different between like who is looking. Like you're probably always first, you know, and then like well maybe if you invite someone to your lobby, then you're probably second. Yeah, I'll have to play the game again.
Get Bozak. Get Pump. I sir. I want to get my on. There we go. Cast to hero, changing station. Convert to pure, go in there, go in there, and go in there.
Go in there.
Wait, what? Switch to. Oh, wait. What? Um. Sir. Oh, okay, well. Why is it? Okay. Okay. What I'm gonna do is. When is this called? Sorry, for some reason, it's like I need to make it so it doesn't try and do some of this logic before it's ready to. Um,
It's cool. I'm super glad we're getting this blocked out, dude. These different states. This is gonna like feel so much more professional.
yeah, and it's good for me too, because like that's what I struggle with is like when there's not like a big like thing to construct. When it's like, no, let's get these specific individuals done.
Yeah, yeah. I think you've done right though. Like it's kind of like Mario, where you put a lot of time and effort into the actual gameplay. Like that is the right thing to do. But I think it's good to have these game states, just for players' sake and just for user experience, that kind of stuff.
And all that means that we can more need to test stuff. That way, we can more easily test stuff because we have these surrounding things done.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And we can always just, I'm sure we'll just refine it over time. So, I mean, this is great, just getting it down.
Wait. I'm confused. What do you do? It's been too long.
What do you do? What is your function?
What are your functions, little thing? UI changing state. Oh, this thingy, cool. Okay, refresh currents on clicked. Construct. Refresh. Okay. Where is my get chain? Yeah, there you go. And boom, and boom, and boom, boom, boom. And now I want to go into this guy, and since I know the wrong way, but I don't care. Switch. No. Yeah. Wait. Sorry, I'm like getting confused because I'm trying to remember in blueprints. There's different functions that fire in a different order than in the C++ form. So, for example, on possess, I'm pretty sure only fires on the server, and so I'm trying to remember like where you like know. Okay, Patrick. It's okay. You can do this, and it's not evil.
It's not evil. That's funny.
Oh, dearie me. Okay, UI bound. Here we go. The best way to do things is on tick. Do an if statement. If it's not bound yet, try to update it again. Oh dear. Oh, and also is a local player controller. There. Okay, so yeah, if it's not bound, aka if we don't have our character yet, or by character I mean our changing station. Now work. Yeah, you're facing the wrong way, good sir. My brother in Christ.
The wrong direction.
There we go.
Hey.
I like his little like.
I think it'd be funny like when they spawn, they do their like celebrate animation. Like, yeah.
They're not being nice with each other.
No.
They're all like stacking up on each. Oh no. Ooh. Okay. If this is also valid. Okay, let's maybe not try that yet. Too wide. Okay, let's see if I can change him. Oh no, it does not destroy the old actor. So, so hero and station, play selection animation. Let's go to this. So this is where we. Yeah, okay, so we should be destroying the actor. And then we spawn this boy. Oh, that's why. Okay, you... Hero instance. What are you? No. I want you. No. Okay, let's see if that now. What? Oh. That's why. Let's say, hero cart, destroy. There we go, okay, so next. There we go.
What?
Okay. Stress test.
Hey.
Oh.
It was too stressed, man. You stressed it out.
Oh.
Stressed.
If okay. So how do you think we should change the overall like shaping of like this UI? So like if we're having like this kind of overall setup, right?
Mm.
Do you think that this, for example, the thing where like you change your character, should that be more centered? Because the characters are going to be like here, right? in like this region. And we could potentially have this, right? Instead of having like, the player's information up here or here, we have like their username and stuff above the character that they have selected.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Let's see. How do they do it in here? I'm kind of surprised they don't have the username above on these carts for. Yeah, I don't know why though. But yeah, I like it having the name above. It'd be kind of fun. Either that or on the side or something like that, just to show who's in the lobby, like who has just joined the lobby or something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think. Yeah, if we have the player names here, and that would also give us room up here to like make it I still have the things you can click to change up there. I think like the ready button too is like if we have the selection centered, then after like let's say the host presses select hero, it can just replace this spot with start race or something. Get rid of a little error that happened. That there. Okay. So let's go to that. You are not either. You are. Okay. So we sorry. 1, 2, 3, 1. So sorry. Okay. So right now, yeah, I was having like the players be like spawn inside this like little listing in here. So I'm gonna get rid of some of these buttons. Oops. Okay. Button gone. Let's take this guy and center him on the bottom part. Alignment of 0.5, so 0, 0. Let's say 1. There we go. And let's move him up a little bit more. Negative 50. Oh wait, no. There you go. Okay. So that center is like adapting there. So probably now be a bit more. Yeah. Of course, it doesn't. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe so if player 2 joins and just chooses the character to chill like to the right or to the left of them, and then bam, bam, bam.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. I have a thing that I have that like automatically manages making sure like they all spawn in correctly and such. I just want to make sure that. Okay. Can I make you? Sorry. Okay. Sorry. I may have to do a change. Let's see. Because like right now they're like spawning on top of each other. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't think I need to keep this mode different. Because you're a game mode base. I could quickly add in that. I also need to make sure I do this again. This is where it gets all the Steam information. Is there a way for me to players start? Aha. Choose players start, and I'm just gonna say get all actors of class players start, and I want to say No, CK, start. For each. And playing. I'm sorry that I'm like talking less.
I am too. I've just been like promoting the video, just trying to get. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
it's fun.
So. Sorry.
I realized that before that I was trying to market our stuff a lot to developers, but I'm like at the same time it'd probably be a good idea to just like have more gamers and streamers on here as well, just to like whenever we're ready to start doing some cool tests and stuff like that on the weekends or something, then we could like hit them up pretty easily. So it'd be really cool to have people interested in the game. I know Indie Gamiacs is, and a few other people are ready to test too. I'm excited to do that again. We can just have a bunch of Malaboys. Yeah, dude. I think I'm probably gonna end up. I really want to end up wrapping up my animation stuff this week if I can. I've been trying to do that, but I've just been busy. But now that we have the full animation list and I have all of my references that I showed you, those reference videos, I'm stoked. Yeah. That was so fun to make.
It really did like seem like it really just helped with me to actually like see everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so cool. I had like, I'll show you this. Yeah, like pick up consumable, smack it. Yeah. I had a lot of fun doing this. Whack.
Okay.
Reverse.
Okay. So I of course now need to restart this. I need to make some functions for these little guys being here exposed because you could only call these functions in C++, but it lets me claim and unclaim the starts, and so that way when a player spawns, we can just like say, oh, this one's claimed, move on. So hopefully that'll allow us to kind of have it go ding 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 ding.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be really cool if it just like was in a line like that as they spawn in. They can maybe even spawn in as like a random character, and then you choose a character, and then it'll like replace that character. That'd be fine, I think. Or it could either be they spawn as a random character, or they don't spawn. They're like in the lobby and they don't see themselves until they press a character, and then it spawns. Either way, it would be fine. Maybe it would be better if they did that, whereas like you see the screen and you don't see yourself, and then you choose a character, and then it like boom, that populates. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we could do it. Yeah, we can like try both.
Yeah.
Let's see. So.
Dude, work.
Stop. Sorry. Lobby. Main menu. We are here. What else are we doing? What was I in? Oh yeah, game mode. So let's just go on choose. Where's choose? Yes. Oh, here's a class. Scan player. Start. With each. Explain. It's funny. Yeah, try claim.
Actually, I had to turn my Discord notifications off because it was so distracting with my ADHD, dude. Just like, it would just like kill my flow.
I have basically all notifications that not really set to do like the whole full thing, except for like direct stuff. So.
Okay, cool. That makes sense.
So, my wrist is great. Ow. Okay. Let me put that back there. Controller. What are you called? Oh, player. Get player. Boom. And then if we're able to, then we return that guy. Okay, let's see what happens. Nothing. Wonderful. Let's... I'm an idiot. Hey, if it's already claimed, try to claim it. Let's flip that condition. Well, that works. Boom. Alright, so now if I, for example, have 4 people on a listen server mode, and the press play. Someone
inside
not...
Malfoy's stomach. You got 8. Spawning from.
Wait, what? Something is off. Okay, well, that's odd.
That's funny.
Oh well. That's bound to happen, honestly, with this, so. But at least it's kind of doing a little bit better. I think it's like saying, oh, they're too close to each other. They're too close to each other. But so change that, select. Where did that happen? Current changing station. Oh, I should probably current changing station right here. Okay. So we have this, we want this to change. I'm gonna go into this here, and what I'll do is this ready. I'm going to my stuff's like way too all up in itself. What else would you like on this screen? So we have this for the players when they select, right? We're gonna have the players back there, stuff over their heads for what the person is.
Okay, so what is this? This is the server name player. Which part is this?
This is the you're in the lobby and you're selecting your characters, and so there'll be team 1 here, team 2 here.
Oh, okay, like a side-by-side lobby. Okay.
Yeah. So like for example, if we open up the lobby, it'll just alternate assign people to teams.
I see. Okay, that's cool.
That's what I was thinking of with like this little like divide line thing here.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. All right. Yeah, that's fun.
He looks so small on his thing. Yeah, what we also could do is what you were saying. Remember how you're saying like if like it's like you're not in that lineup until then you hit a button and then it appears there. We could do something like that. I probably want to like use like Miro to like plan out like the ordering of that just to like have like the transitions work. But it literally could be like you're facing this way, right? To select your character, and then everything on that side is only on your local end. Okay. So like everyone's looking at their personal version of the selection screen.
Oh, right.
And then it'll flip around, and then boom, you'll appear there, and you can see the lineup.
That'd be cool. Do you want to have like a lineup show as people are selecting their characters, or is it like? Because I imagine if we had 2 separate lobbies for each team, they'd be able to see only their allies.
But... No, this would be not 2 separate, right?
Okay, so it wouldn't be like this. It would be more like League, where you see the side-by-side character selection kind of thing.
Yeah, since we don't
What
really
about
have matchmaking yet, having like that distinction of like a lobby with just players who are going to play a game versus a lobby of
you?
people who
Yeah,
are queuing up to play a game.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but we probably though like if we have this, then once we can add the matchmaking in, we can't have that. Sorry.
You're good.
Once we have the matchmaking in, we can probably literally have a version of like this lobby thingy, right? That is like you select your personal one, and then it, like only focuses on like one side of this for like your group.
Yeah, yeah.
When you're queuing up, and they can literally be all like, it can like can be looking at them here, and then when the other team like gets match made, it goes jong or something. Like look at both.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, this should be
So
good.
I'm gonna let's write out that flow actually here for that. So we want to say I just like don't want to forget it because it's like I know that like it's not actually that many hard things to do. It's just like little. It's more like twiddly fiddle stuff to make sure this works correctly.
Yeah, yeah.
But it really will probably make it look really nice. It's like imagine just a camera having a nice blend to switch to the whole lineup after you select yours. So nice drawing. Oh. Okay. This way. Um, Local only UI for selecting character. Followed by camera blends to seamlessly team 3D3 lineup. So that means I need to say whenever they're selecting their character, how much do you want there to be like a model, or would you rather be kind of like how League is with like the like portraits and use a portrait, and then when it goes to the lineup is when you see them their actual models.
I do like the way that Mario Kart does it, but Mario Kart only does it with one character, right? You only see you see yourself, and when there is four of you, it's like split screen, right? And so
Yeah.
you're always seeing yourself in your corner, kind of thing. That's a good question. I really like the kind of like actual model way of doing it, because we won't have like awesome paintings like League has.
Yeah.
But we could do screenshot faces kind of like Mario Kart has. So, maybe when you're on character selection, like, if you look at, yeah, like, if you look at, the Paladins one, right there. So it has, like, all the different faces here, and then you see your model on the right side. Maybe that would be good. Maybe we just have like a very condensed version of that. Like if that, if the character selection characters are like in the corner or something, or like on the top. So here's an example. If you go back to above the Paladins thing real quick.
Here, give me 1 second, and I will.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Mhm.
So, say it's like this.
Yeah.
Right? Where you have the different racers or whatever, and they're kind of like in a lineup, and they're like doing that thing, the scale thing. Then you see the different characters right here. So you see your different character selection bits like that. And then so you can choose the character or whatever, and it'll spawn on on your thing. So, or we could have characters in the middle. We could have this whole box be right in the middle of things if we wanted to. But I think it'd be good for the timer to be here. So like kind of like League, where you have like 30 seconds or whatever, right? Yeah, where's the League thing? I think it's
to the right. There's right here.
Yeah, League is right there, and they have that it's the same thing right here above it on this Paladins one, right above it. There's like there's a timer and there's a character selection, and it's kind of like showing the characters plus the character selection. So yeah, I like that. So I'm thinking like if we do maybe I can't spell seconds 30. And then you have this pop-up bit either here or on your side where all the characters, and you can hover them, and when you click on them then it'll populate on your spot.
Okay.
That could be a cool way of running this. Or this box could be on the bottom where there's more room, like this. That could work too. But yes.
Okay. So essentially, okay.
It's like a hybrid version of it.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like the text actually. If you're typing, I kind of like that. So
What do you mean?
What was that?
What text?
The chat box.
So, question though is that if this is going to be a mostly controller game,
Yeah, that's true.
is that even though like if this does get, let's say, released on Steam, that means people will be on a computer, but they may not want to like message in the same way. But you are still right though that like it would probably be something people want to do.
Yeah, even on Rocket League, there's a chat box.
Yeah.
It's really uncomfortable to do. You can like do like text to speech. That might be pretty good. Or you can like choose text to speech if you want to or something like that. But
Yeah.
So what if you do this? What about this? What if you have your champions show up here? Your
The ones
champion,
like selection.
yeah, your champion option, yes, your champion options. Then you
Okay.
have
So
your timer here, champion options here, and then up here is your chat. So it would be like your voice chat would be there. Chat. So yeah, either the chat's on the bottom or the chat's in this corner. I know chat's usually on the bottom, so that might be kind of weird, but yeah.
well, granted, like I mean, top left is also okay, right? Like especially if we're having like the characters be down near the more bottom area.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
It's better for like a more racer kind of positioning instead of having to be more on the top of the screen.
Yeah.
If you also look at a lot of these, right? They have like there's some like just like generic UI stuff, and that
Right.
is just kind of standard for like the clients, right? And so what we could do is already like in pre-plan for like, hey, we want to probably have like a little thing down here, like like the Commons has for like your name and like a spot for like that thing in there, as well as like to exit out or to open the options menu.
Right.
And just like how League does too. So
And we should do skin populate as well. So as you're rotating different skins, then it'll repopulate the character. Since it's a different model and everything. So like we should do skins like maybe either have it like a UI element where it has like arrows or something like that, on either end, or like you like press A or B or something like that to like shift over to the next skin.
yeah, it could replace where the character selection is, right? Like in the bottom middle, there could just be like maybe like a smaller thingy that just says like current skin and just like has the name of it. You can just press left or right, and then it'll just change who you have. Maybe we don't have to have like a preview, like a splash art of the skin.
Yeah.
And so that way it's just like, okay, cool, change. I think it'd be fun if we make, even just for now, a couple, if we really want to like already have skin type stuff in the game, then it could be fun if like on Mallet Boy, if you just like make some strange modification of him, like I don't know, make evil Mallet Boy where you just like make his hammer more spiky and something like that, just so that there's a diff there. Like maybe make a Bucky, but his coloration, it's like think his truck, right? Same kind of truck, except it's like a very like posh looking white silvery with gold trim.
That'd be funny.
And he I Like something silly like that, right? Where it's like, oh, he's like the fancy pickup truck guy.
Right, right.
I think they have the voice actor guy to like try and do like a posh accent of Bucky.
That'd be funny. That'd be really funny.
So I think that would be like a really fun skin idea thing. But yeah,
that'd be fun. Yeah, we could do like a top hat and stuff rather than like his camo hat.
what would he use instead of a guitar?
Like a cane or something like that, or like
But that's very similar. It could be a lyre.
oh, yep, there we go.
That way, like all the animations would probably still work.
Yeah, I could strum the lyre. Yeah.
So it's like,
That'd
oh,
be
I want the font. We make the Greek hero version of Bucky.
I mean, I intend like some of the animations change depending on the different skins on League too. Like they'll have completely unique animations, but it would be good to keep most of them the same. But yeah.
Yeah, that's what they have like a different tiering of what they want to have them for. But
yeah. Alternatively, it could be like a cello or something. Like he like spins and like the. and then the shotgun's like a rifle or something, or just like a cool like fancy rifle. But yeah, I can make like golden mallet boy just to like have a quick variation. This would be really easy in Sense Painter. And yeah, just other small variations, or even just change the coloration of them, like green and blue or something or whatever. Like how do they do that in Smash Bros? How do they shift up? Like they change the skins really fast in Smash Bros. They have like the different skin type. I just forgot how they do that. I think it is just a button that just shifts over.
Press, the like X or Y buttons that you don't use for other things.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Which if we have a if we're using a mixture of like mouse and keyboard and controller setup, then we can just have like the bumpers be the switch skin button.
Yeah.
Or like switch character button. All right, I'm making a simple chat window now.
Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, kind of like how they do that. Here, I'll screenshot this real quick and just put it in. Here, I'll put it in here. So here's a Kirby version on my little drawing here. So this could be kind of fun, a fun way to do it, where you choose your character, and you see this on the sketch. Yeah, you choose the character, and maybe it like inflates or something when you like are hovering on it, and then you can like choose your different color or your different skin. That could be kind of fun to do. Maybe maybe that would be a way to do it. You can like if you're hovering on it, then it's like like you thumb over, and then you can choose. Maybe.
Yeah, or potentially if we want like. So we should probably first with this like how we're gonna make our UI shaped like, right? We should probably like keep in mind like what is the realistic number of characters we'll have anytime soon, right?
Sure.
And I think having just like a pretend cap of 10, which is really high, for what we're gonna be able to make, but to be able to like say, okay, how big should things be, right? Because like in League, it's scroll through so many characters.
Right.
And so, but what we could do is. So either A, we can make it so there's not a grid. It's just you like press left or right to change character, and then you can see all the characters that way. Or we can have, if you only have like 4 or 5 characters, realistically for the next while, then we can just have a few of those portraits, and you can click them. But in terms of what would be like also like controller friendly, right? I do think I do not want to implement a mouse controller thingy moving around the screen like Smash Brothers.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, like I think because yeah, this thingy here, I'm gonna make a copy of one so I can like crop it real quick.
Sure. Like crop it to 10 or something.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go like that. Okay. So that way, if it's like this,
To make it look kind of big or something.
yeah, it's kind of like So if it was like this big, this is how big our characters would
Yeah.
look. Right, so
Right
it'd be
now,
like
that'd be a
Boy,
great idea.
Red, Bucky,
Mm-hmm.
person, question mark, question mark, question mark.
So then it'd be cool if you select the character and then you have maybe the option kind of like with Kirby right here. Like when you select a character, it blows up a little bit, and then you can scroll over do, and then choose the skin you want to use.
Yeah,
And
it could
if
be.
you, what's that?
Oh, it could be like you press A, whatever it is, to select character. Then it pulls up character with the arrows to say change skin, which we're probably for the first little bit is going to be changing your color.
Right. That's fine.
Probably the
Yeah.
easiest thing is for us just like have masks on the characters to swap colors with. And so that way, you know, you can make Malaboy instead of green and orange, it can be some other combination.
Right.
That could be fun too if we just like take all of our VFX, because we have a whole bunch like, you know, VFX you have from asset packs. We could just make the blue colored Malaboy, just replace all of his VFX with like a more blue icy looking version, just for kicks.
Totally.
But yeah, like so that way it's like they press A, and then once the character blows up, they can press side to side to select the skin. They can press A again to confirm, or if they hit B, it goes back to the character selection.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's fun. Okay, so this is cool.
Yeah, so let me get a sticky real quick. So
I'm gonna erase the one above here.
Characters, select.
Oh, did you want this for picked champions, or like this would be the champions right here? Like.
I thought you were gonna have that middle part be like like, you know, have each team select the character. So it's like it would be, you know, like Malaboy, Rev, blah blah blah, with like the player, or maybe not. Like since you just have nothing here, because if you have the players' names above here.
Yeah, and you see your characters right here, like as you actually see their models and everything.
Yeah, so
because like League has it where it's on the side, like over here, because you don't see the characters like here. Like we could have it where you see the character types, like you could see player 1, player 2, player 3. If we have player 4, like that on the back. So now just be their icons, maybe just like that shows the icon. So if you want to do that, we can. So we have like the chosen icons would be like on the outside. That's kind of how like League and I think Overwatch does that.
I don't think so. I think if we're able to have the characters just be visible, right?
Yeah.
I think that is just so much better. Like I'm sure, like I mean, isn't that what Wild Rift like? LOL Wild Rift character select. Yeah. So like they here. Oh yeah. Let me open image new tab. This is Wild Rifts. So you see here how it says like this guy's selecting this character.
Yeah.
And then it goes.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Change champion. But this is only showing your team though, not the opposite team.
Yeah. But I think like as you can see here, they want to be able to show the character models if they could, but I think it's like it's not built for that, like the original client.
Right. Exactly. That's
so
cool. So yeah, we could do something like that.
Press A to skin. Press A again to confirm. Press B to go back to car select. Okay, so let's get rid of this middle section then. Can you like erase that middle?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Put the chat in the middle. I mean, actually, you know what could go in the middle? The map.
Oh, the map. Oh, that'd be cool.
Or like the whatever Grand Prix is selected or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was thinking, what do you think about having it be completely random? Do you like the idea of having like a set Grand Prix like they have in Mario Kart, or just that like every single race is completely random so that it feels like, I mean, in one way it's kind of nice to have control of like I want to play this map or whatever, but randomness could be good too. That way there's no like meta strats of like, okay, this character's best on this map or whatever.
So I would say until we've been able to truly, test full-on balance of a bunch of things, I think just having saying, let's have if we're gonna have a game, let's either say when we queue up like this, it's one race, or it's a set list of races, so like a Grand Prix. So if we want to, for like just a short term, only do a single race, a single race, and not do like 3 different maps. Partially, I think because we don't have one map finished with like all the stuff figured out, so we could for now just settle with, hey, just a race, and we can figure out the Grand Prix aspect of it later. Because like the random versus not, I just think we don't know enough yet to be able to make a good decision on that. And so then we can avoid building all the Grand Prix logic. We can avoid building that randomizing logic. And we can just say, hey, let's make tracks. Let's test the tracks. And maybe what we can do is if we have multiple tracks, we could have it just be like the host can just like, there could just be like check boxes, right? And that could just make it so you could like check boxes and just adds them to the queue. And that's what everyone plays through.
Okay, so I guess maybe for right now we could have the map here. And if we wanted to, we could have it be able to scroll like this, where you have alt maps like that, and this is the map that you're selected on, right?
Yeah, that'd be cool looking.
You could have like these you can kind of see the scroll a little bit up to 3.
Really cool.
And then they kind of rotate,
Yeah. No, that would look really, really awesome.
Yeah, this is fun.
No idea how I would make that if I had to like make that in 3D space. Or
it'd be planes, right? You'd have any planes past the 3rd one would be invisible, and it'd basically just be it would be a always forward-facing plane, rotator, I guess. Almost like a cylinder, right? And it's like rotating, or it's like shifting over. We don't have to have that. We can just have, we can just have it where.
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah. BP map. Selection. Gizmo.
Here, if you want to, you can go ahead and screenshot this right here, and then just, change the scale to match the screen, just to have the next, that whatever. Like how you're doing it in the game mode right now, where you have like a opacity. You can just do that for this mode too.
Yeah, here, 1 second. With your blueprint, I'm gonna call this WVP map track tile. So this is just gonna be a size box with an image. With an image. Send me some silly images for placeholder map things. I just need a few dummies to fill in.
Okay, let's see. For maps.
What we need temporary things, or do you have like an icon you think could be fun to be the a lot of games they will have like some kind of like texture that is like if a texture is missing, use this one. So in some games, like if there's like some issue with like a texture's missing, it will be like a bright pink square.
Oh yeah.
But in Fallout New Vegas, their equivalent of that is the little Pip-Boy like farting. If there's a missing, that's what they put. So, and what that is helpful for is for whenever you like do what's called lazily loading textures or whatever things, which means like you want to take a second to load instead of freezing the game.
There you go.
Nice.
You're the silly one.
And let's see text.
Missing texture.
All right, and I'm gonna say map name text, and you're gonna be black, and you're gonna be centered, and you're gonna be a map's name. Okay, so what we can do is in this like map selection gizmo guy,
Mm-hmm.
maybe a bit strange, but how many
Hmm?
I'm trying to think because like what I'm thinking I could do is if I have widget components, because it seems like it could be in 3D space where they just like shrink it, but if I say widget and I call this front center, right, and I have him like here, and he is a track tile. This may be a terrible way of doing it. I'm worried that it is, but yeah. So if I like, do that right, and then I like duplicate him, and I put one like over.
Yeah. If you wanted to make it more obvious too, you could have it to be where it's like 75% opaque, and then the one behind that one is 50% opaque or something like that.
Yeah. So here I can say I can have a variable here to say custom set as active or set active states, and that can be what toggles that. So it can just
Cool.
be active,
And so eventually we just set that as a map, right? That would just be a map.
Yeah, we have something that just has the information about a map, what image it has, what level it has.
Mm-hmm. So you click on the plane, it toggles that specific map.
Yeah, or like whichever one, like when you like press left or right to like switch map.
Mm-hmm.
The one in the middle is like selected, and I can just say set brush opacity, yeah, and this is gonna be select float. If I'm active, it's 1, otherwise 0.5. And what I would we are right now brainstorming the idea, because I know I'm not going to be able to make it actually work the way that we want to right now with just like kind of throwing it together right now, because it's being a bit of a there's a few things that need to like make things pass around in a pretty way to like make it move. Because I probably need to have like some kind of list that it goes through that is independent from these, just so that it can like refresh itself. But let's put this guy here. This for
All right, here's gonna be some the maps textures. Let's see here. Let's see. There you go. There's a texture.
a
Just download these. Here can be a texture. Do you want to get the pink texture, or do you want me to send that to you?
I didn't get that.
I'll send it to you. Here's three silly map textures, or three placeholders.
Perfect.
I guess I need 5 since there's like 5 planes showing.
And you don't have to worry too much about that because I'm not. Yeah, I think this is fine.
Cool.
Track tile.
I'll be right back, good sir. 1 second.
I'm actually gonna. I have a friend who works over at. And I know Daniel's not here, so. But for the people who are here, I have a friend who actually works over at Epic, and so I'm probably gonna ask him how he really loves UI, and so I'm gonna probably try and ask him about how they would do, like this kind of thing, and have it move, or would it actually be something that's done within like the widget here using like the animations to like make it grow and shrink instead of being like in a world space kind of situation. But also I don't know how like the sorting of that would work. But yeah, so right now it's what's kind of looking like. We're a long way from this, but I'm going to get a screenshot of our little very rough thing here. Someone call this car select framework.
Framework.
Why I call it framework? It's not even a framework. I'm dumb. Boop. Okay. Image.
So yeah, the maps should be facing the camera, and we can figure that out soon. Just get it in there. Yeah, I love these placeholder UI things. These are great.
Yeah, it's fun. It works pretty well to like there. But like, yeah, you can see like how we're like filling it in over time. This is fun. It like helps it feel like we're like making progress because that's things line up.
It does. It does.
Like, okay, yeah, this is in the wrong spot, but also like it's not like this image was like perfectly centered when it was made.
Yeah, it needs to be shifted over to like the right sum or something, or yeah, it was just a sketch. A sketchy sketch.
Yeah.
If you try to get those in the middle, that little middle line.
Oh, like move this.
Yeah, move the main one. Move it to the right some. Yeah, see how it's like or wait, where's the UI widget? How you like you were scaling it a second ago?
What?
Oh, the main UI widget that's like this, that's like opaque and stuff right now.
Yeah. This thing.
Yeah, if you shift it over to the right some, I think.
Like this.
That yes, yeah, shift it over to the right some.
Okay.
Yeah, see how like the seconds and like that middle plane is kind of to the left of the center.
Yeah, it's lining up better.
No, yeah, try to.
Okay.
A little bit, yeah.
I'm gonna ask my friend Will. He's a UI guy. How he or like they do stuff over at Epic for like something like that, because they may just do it all in UI and not have it be a 3D space thing. Or like there may be some like nice little trick into making that kind of like what are those called, like those kind of like not lazy Susans or those, what's the thing like you know, like it's like a cabinet where it's like it could spin.
Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I'm not sure their name is.
Okay. So let me add another list to the things. So we need to make a way to identify. What is with identify maps, their image, and level. So let's do that. Data asset. So let's go into race and select, because we're going to this CK race track definition. No, stop. I hate live coding. It always breaks because like for some reason when it live codes it has to like do 99 things instead of just like 2. Okay. I
wonder if it'd be helpful to kind of like when you have like the camera that's attached to the character, if you had the image planes for the maps attached, like the camera attached to the image plane, so it's always centered no matter how you move it.
Yeah, okay.
That could be a way to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Let's see.
like a little blueprint for it, like so no matter how we move the camera later on, we'll have to adjust every single image plane map.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah. I think when I figure out a better way of overall doing this, it'll just be better.
For sure. Yeah, it's okay for now.
But yeah, at least getting like the idea of it so that we like see this and like, yeah, we like this. Because like when I see this, I'm like, shit, yeah, fucking good. Yeah, I'm liking how this is like shaping because it feels correct. Like, yeah, it's not, you know, we're not fully there yet with everything, but I'm liking how it, you know, when I see this, I can imagine the other carts arranged in the different spots.
Yeah.
And yeah, so.
Yeah, totally.
It helps me like envision what we're trying to make and then see like, yes, we do want this, or no, we don't want this. And I think the way doing the maps like that is much better than before when we were like just selecting it when you create the lobby.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Shit, so where is definition? Okay. So we need to make our racetrack definition. New property, blueprint, rerun, get anywhere. Sorry.
You're good. All good.
Gee, I forgot. What's the correct way to like reference levels? Like in code. I forgot. Unreal. C++ level reference.
Map is true. Map is 1.
Map is 1.
Gym map is 1. Not 0.
Soft object.
Map is 1.
Primary asset ID, call this map ID. I hate using one of those things, but whatever. Sure. So text, let's call it the title. That should be all we. Oh, let's do one more thing. Have like a new texture 2D map image. You can have a UCK racetrack definition. Okay. So let's kill you now. And I need to run you now. Oh. Oh. There you go. Actually, I apologize. So I'll be right back.
You're good. Makes sense to chat while you're building. How's everyone doing this fine Monday? This UI has been kind of like it's been a struggle for a little bit, but I think we have enough references that we know kind of what we want more. Yeah. I'm super excited to get like a real build into this and everything, and can like we've had a few builds that were playable, but I think this next build's gonna be really fun. And actually have like UI elements and like team selection, that kind of stuff. So that should be fun. I hope. A lot of testing we needed to get done. A lot of testing. But yeah, this was the UI, in-game UI that I had drawn out and everything. We wanted to add consumables, so we'll have like these consumable things, kind of like Mario Kart, as well as your the kind of like detection of incoming enemies or weapons. That kind of stuff could be fun. Your teammates now are here, so we'll have like the teammates like icon picture right here, kind of like League. I really like that about League. I don't think I have a thing for League on that, but yeah. Right now we're kind of building those initial UI elements that kind of like how you start the game and all that. So that's kind of what we're currently building out, as well as like champion selection and the side by sides. That's kind of what we're kind of figuring out now and sketching out. Yeah. I'm really hoping to do an animation. I've been wanting to do animation for a little bit now, but I keep on getting pushed back. So I think I will try to do some more animation here soon. Like a proper tutorial. Now that I have all the references, then I should be able to do some cool stuff with it. And it looks super goofy, but I think this is a really great way to do animation, is actually having yourself looking like an idiot. Like I had some ideas for some Malboy idols and that kind of stuff, like how he might act during certain things. And so I just filmed myself doing it from 2 different angles. Luckily, I have my second camera now. And so this is when he's getting like angry. I showed this like the pipe, kind of just to have like a reference for his mallet. It's kind of just like an idol that looking around at the other racers. I had a hit react, or that was like a no, that's not a react. That was the silly taunt that I had an idea for. Had another taunt. Let's see. This is the other. Kind of like where he's like pointing in a direction, and since we can aim in a direction, I think it'd be really funny if he's just pointing straight, and then you can kind of choose which angle that you're pointing at, which would be like a really silly taunt that you can kind of directionalize. That'd be really kind of a silly taunt.
Hello.
Hey, welcome back. I was showing some of my funny reference videos.
Nice. Yeah, really fun.
This can be a good time.
Alright, where was the Malawi map? Okay, Solid race folders, I'm gonna start getting track. So I'm gonna go miscellaneous data asset and call it a CK. There we go. Okay. Data asset. Normal racetrack. That's what you'll be called. Your match ID. You fucking did. No. Jim. Yeah, that's you, Jim.
Jim.
And then for this, let's sorry.
Jim.
It's in here. And the stick you there. Call this a racetrack, yo. There you go. So now we can go back to this thing here. And we can have it have one of those. So we're gonna call it have map data asset. So we're gonna call it a CK racetrack definition. Expose and spawn. Ready. Then I can say set image, no, set brush. Yeah. Sure. Get map image. And then we can now set the name as well. Set text to be map title.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So, and we can make this by default just be display. And on pre-construct, we also want to configure. Sure, go. So, so yeah, now they these guys just need to be run probably once to change up. Yeah. Okay, so like they set themselves so he's not scaling right there. So I'm sorry guys, okay.
So it's changing all of them at once right now?
Well yeah, because I haven't, you know, made it dynamically create them
Yeah,
or like
okay.
them and such.
Okay. Cool.
So I don't know how really to have like a good spinning above of that.
You could just have it populate, maybe. Oh, so like, if you don't want to have an animation where it spins, like I could probably make something like I could rig something up maybe to make it work like that, where it rotates, but it doesn't rotate the image. It just rotates the position. Alternatively, though, we could just have it to where it just populates the new image on the middle, like it just.
Yeah, we could for now. Yeah, we can just. Here. What I'll do is I'll have a widget that will just be the display of these, and we can make it do the animation or do everything later.
We could do a fun, simple animation for the middle plane where it expands for a second, like just do, where it's like every time you shift over, like the middle one, like it kind of like it kind of expands and then it goes back to normal size. So it kind of has some kind of fun animation to it. If you can do that, if you want to, like just like a scale animation.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't have to have an actual shifter.
Sorry.
You're fine.
So if I go attract tile. Now I want to have a horizontal box that's going to go under you. You're going to be here. You're going to be here. And you're going to have a button. And another button. Map left. Button. Map right. Button. Okay, so fill, and then okay, I don't think it has to be all the way huge. No.
Love that Luigi thing. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's Luigi staring at me. He's
looking pissed. So funny, especially because I associate him usually with the scaredy cat character, so it's just kind of funny to see him like angry.
Yeah. Why are y'all so small? I want you to be bigger. Why must you be small? And I'm just going to put text in that and just say left and right. So when you press this button, when you press this button, And I'm just gonna have a variable in here that is just gonna be where we're gonna keep map list. CK race track definition. We want an array of them. So we're going to say our current index of our list is a single value. Yes, okay. Okay, race track definition. Set. One, if this is greater than, no, less than. If this is less than 0, then I want to sorry. I
Good?
So if this, I want to go, length -1. This is basically saying if we go, to like the negative 1th position, we want to go back up here.
Mm.
And which means now we can say map list get copy, and this would be a very similar thing. Instead, it's +1. And if this value is greater than or equal to length, we need to do 0, otherwise this. And then we see the map. Go there. Okay. So we want to say open default one. Okay, so theoretically now I should be able to add this to the lobby map. But get rid of this image because it's kind of in the way. And let's do the map selection. Let's just for now stick it in the canvas panel. All right. Wait, I should probably make a few other maps if I want to like test that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true.
Yay. Purple square track. And then I'm gonna say DA beach. Alright. Beach boy, purple square. Let's go back to these textures and make them proud. Purpleness.
Purpleness.
Followed by beach the peach. Boom. There we go.
You should be our official like map namer.
I'm sure those are the names you necessarily want. Why is it so hard to like click on you guys? Come on. Okay. Normal racetrack. Beach. Purple. Okay. Okay.
Nice. Nice.
So we have a thing changing that. We have a thing changing your character. You can see the shadows changing, so you know it's working.
Right.
Right now.
It's working.
Yep.
Okay.
But I think the nice thing though about each thing being independent like this is that if we want to like have something somewhere else where you want to be like change maps or whatever, we can just reuse these things, which is
Yeah.
nice. Okay, so obviously like we don't want it just overlaid like that. So where's our image? Okay. I'm gonna get. I'm just gonna get rid of a few of these things at the ready button because we're not really using that anymore. It's like if they've selected a hero, it means they're ready. I'm just doing it because it's like, it's like, oh, but I want to preserve all this stuff. Well, it's like, well, if we're not using it. Okay. We don't need this either, like saying how many players there are, because what we could do is if on the lobby creation, if we allow you to still set, a number lower than 6, then we can probably make it so there's like, a circle underneath each like character's like location, of like the you know what I mean, right?
The location?
Yeah, like these spots where they spawn, right?
Oh, yeah, right.
If there's a limit of only 4 players, then there will only be 4 glowing circle spots waiting for someone to spawn. So I can get rid of this.
Sounds good.
Fish. Sorry. Okay.
Let's see. I guess should we still have a lobby like this eventually, like so like where you're able to like join with your friends, like we can't do that right now, but like the way that the that this is, I feel like that makes sense. And then you go into another lobby that has both when you go into a game, like when you find a game or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this little thing that we're making can be reused for that. Thankfully. Okay, 1 second. I have a.
You're good. Let's see here.
So where were we? We're actually changing how this is. Lobby menu.
And Miro's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like Miro a lot. It's awesome. Oh, good dude.
That's good. That's
Yeah, I remember a lot of the producers like using Miro before. Patrick Daniel, loser number 1. I just saw that. Brilliant. Oh man, that's really funny.
that back button actually do anything? Oh, it does. Okay. Take that there.
Because even in League, there's like that pre-lobby place, you know. Like, so I think maybe having that, like, where you're able to find your friends and like before you're ready to play and you want to like buy something or whatever, there should be like that. Maybe this initial screen. Let's see. Yeah, I think here. I think this screen.
Oh yeah, chat window, that's when you put it there too. There's absolutely nothing right now. Okay. Let's call this guy just the
How do you see champions like stat? Let's see here.
you only ever really see them in the like look in your collection thing.
Yeah, where are the... I remember where are the, like the racer statistics in Mario Kart? Mario racer stats. Image. I have an idea. Here we go. Let's see. So if I have racer stats, copy, paste. What do you mean by this? When you're like hovering over a character, or like you pick a character, you see like the stats on the far right side.
Okay.
If you go above, I'm right above that. Where you're at, above, up here, yeah. I'm like making a cleaner one, so just kind of like the different ones. So so yeah, either like you see the stats up here, or you see it like next to it, like right over here or something like that.
Okay.
So maybe like
that corner doesn't have much stuff in it, so that's probably a good spot.
Yeah, so you have chat, and then whenever you hover, then this will change, right? So you can see the new stats of stuff. I think that's a cool way to do it. So, yeah. You're covering all bases here.
So let's make, just to have it, let's make another just empty boy, call this the character stat overview. That's not how you spell overview.
Yeah, so for us, you be able to see the character stats and like health or tankiness or whatever it is, and like that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm just trying to make a clean form of it.
Is a good idea.
Yeah, it's a little bit jumbled here, but we have a lot of good notes though. So let's see here. Can you load the opacity on images here? Oh, you can. That's dope. Oh, is it like completely opaque, or just can you make the... This is opacity. Maybe I have to have premium for that. Maybe.
So if there's an image, I want to...
I can create a border, but I'm trying to do...
It might just not be able to act... Like, you're able to use, like, the opacity on other things, but it just might not be with images.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. I'm just kind of surprised, but yeah, that's fine. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I like this layout a lot.
Okay, yeah, and here's it filling it out. Have a little back button. Which we are.
Okay. General UI elements. Settings. Settings shop. Profile. Play.
You need to...
Alright, so I'm just adding a comment above each of these, just so I can kind of see what they're for, these different elements, even if it's obvious.
Also, while we're here with stuff, like, on sort of the stat thing, I was, after, like, when I was doing some more of the physics-related stuff and, like, you know, trying to do thingies, just a, sorry. Oh, what's this, like, comment?
Yeah, you can do a little comment thing, and you can just, yeah, it's like a little icon comment thing. It's pretty cool.
That's cute, because it has, like, a little notification thing to let me know that, hey, there's a new comment on here.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, like Nero's meant to be used as a group, not like by a solo person. Anyway, so remember how we had the cart and weight class types, and then the character stats as well, and that all combined into like a resultant speed stat or whatever thingy. So as I was trying to do some of the code stuff, it started being like, okay, this is getting very clunky and hard to be like, if we want to have like if basically I was realizing that as I was like trying to write the functionality to have these dynamic attributes set by all these different things all affect the cart in a whole bunch of ways. I realized that it's making it more complicated to actually know what we're affecting, because it's like we affect one stat value and it affects 3 other things that are used in a bunch of other calculations. So what I'm thinking is that we keep the idea of the attributes, right?
Yeah.
But we just have them be set per character, because it's like we're not ever in a situation, right, where you change what weight class you are, change what cart type you are, and so. But you remember how we were really liking those specific interactions based upon those things. So it's like, hey, you're a flyer. You deal with rough terrain in this way.
Right,
when you get by a certain thing, it's this thing. It's like, oh well, if your weight class is higher than them, this happens. And so I'm thinking if we kind of like focus more on like that kind of thing, where it's like the character's stat thingy is just to help describe them versus being the whole monolithic built up value for things.
Okay.
Because I think that'll also just be simpler to the players as well, instead of being like, wait, so my handling stat affects some stuff related to how I turn, but then the traction stat or whatever also affects it, but only for the rough terrain or and then it's like, okay, so I'm picking this character, but then also I keep track of variable blah blah blah, versus just being like, oh cool, it's like, oh Mallet Boy, oh street heavy, cool.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And I think it'll make it a lot easier for us to tune the vehicles for each character specifically to their intended experience, and the numbers that are displayed to the player can almost be more so just to help be like a guideline thing, rather than like, yes, these numbers have a direct like a speed stat of 5 means that these numbers are exactly this. Instead, we just like kind of have them be like a rating.
Oh yeah.
And so it's more of like for the player's benefits over controlling gameplay.
I like it from this. You see my screen? Like
Yeah,
this
I like
thing?
that
This
concept.
is perfect. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
overview. I dig that a lot. So hold on, I could do. If we don't need the whole description, we don't have to. But I do like the circle. UI.
I mean, I have fun writing a short little bio for the character, so why not?
We could. So I can put this maybe. I wonder if you put this like next to it or something, or maybe like above it. We'll see. So if I do Control V. Maybe this up top. So let's see here. I'm kind of thinking about like maybe just like a side by side, and if we wanted to, we could just have it to be only the circle bit, rather than.
I mean, those like values could be those stats.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Those could, yeah, so those could be these. This could be the stats that matter, right here. If we could just have it in a visual form like that.
Yeah, it doesn't need to. Like, it's not like the other form would like give the players all that much information for everything, because I think at the end of the day, it's supposed to help them understand who they're picking.
Yeah.
Because, like, for example, Alistair, like, I'm sure there's other characters that have a defense value of 3, but they have a different armor growth per level.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that the way that League does it in that sense, I think is like maybe what we should do, where it's like a guideline thingy to like help constrain the design, as well as like to let players know what to expect from this character.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And that'll make it a lot easier for us to change or like make future characters or like adjust things in the future without having like cascading effects. Where one value will change another value, which changes another value, and then we just can't debug anything. So. Alright.
Let's see here. Let me put some notes down on here. See, pre-race lobby. So we have the countdown. We have chat. We have racer select. We have map select. If you wanted to have someone choose the map, we could just have it someone randomly be the lead or something like that, or we could just be like
game.
What's that?
You can just be whoever hosts the game.
Oh, okay.
Because like we don't have matchmaking, right? So.
Right. Oh, true. Yeah, for right now that makes sense. Register stats. With light description, chat, and then character models get updated when choose alt character or skin. Cool. That explains everything on here.
Awesome.
Yeah, this comment little box is fun. All right, so then we would need to have the actual start of the race. Let's see, I can do.
You have like that example like image over here that you can like draw over.
Oh yeah, that works. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, just duplicating it. Oh, that little pen button, the little on the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might, yeah. Okay.
So you can just draw like you could do star kind of thing. Whoosh. So in Mario Kart, they have like the they have it to where you see some of the map first. Like they have like those da 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 thing, and it like shows like little panning of the different parts of the map or like different like obstacles in the map. That's kind of what it's doing. We don't have to do that, but that's something that could be a thing.
Is that something that you would want? Like, do you think that would be something good for, like, you know, a race against, like, have a quick show over of the map?
I feel like it's pretty typical. Like, they did it in Crash Team Racing, Sonic Team Racing, and in Mario Kart, so that probably is as expected. So we probably need to have that before the start section.
Yeah, so what I think I'm going to do is, the predefined map overview. So what I think I'll be doing for this is I'll have like a track that there's too many tracks. I'll have a like spline that a camera will just move on, but that camera will be local for everyone, and so when a player enters the map, it starts that. Now if they press a button, they can skip it, and then the countdown will not start until all the players from the lobby have arrived and are done with that cinematic or like map overview.
That makes sense, yeah.
And then once they're all done, then it counts down.
All right. So this comment would be this is the pre-countdown. So yeah, there's a loading screen before this. So it's like there's like the pre-race lobby. There's a loading screen so that everyone gets in to the new map. So that transition between that, and then there's the camera, so everyone's synced on that. Yeah. So let's see. And I could easily make a fun little loading screen. But for right now, we can just use that fun background image thing, just the normal Chaos Kart background image for the loading screen for right now. We can have something later. Let's see. Pre-countdown. Cameras pan around and show different obstacles in the map. How is it that our first like stream back we're just like more productive than ever? I think it's because we're blocking things out and not being so meticulous that it's more flowy, you know?
Yeah, I like it. Like sometimes it's nice just like sit down and just for a while on things, but also just being like shit this done.
Exactly. Okay.
New property, blueprint and read only. Replicate using equals on rep. Intro cinematic complete. Full beat intro, cinematic, complete.
Email. Look at my baby. Little baby.
Little tofu.
Little
Fully
baby.
server. Player completed intro cine.
You hear that?
Yeah, big rumbles.
Oh my goodness, she does. When she's happy, she's really happy. Big rumbles. You little tofu's.
Actually, you don't need to be replicated. You shouldn't be, actually. I don't want the intro cinematic thing complete to be replicated because it needs to, since the client's going to be setting it, you don't want it replicating because then the server will override Japanese. But, actually, sorry. Intro cinematic complete equals true. Okay. So I'm gonna go into the race game mode. Oh wait, I should probably do a getter.
Okay, so loading screen.
Function. Blueprint.
Yeah, Miro's great. So cool. It's very appealing for my visual mind.
Me too. I'm very visual. Okay.
Okay.
Get ready to start countdown.
Okay, so I verified that on the countdown there is no UI except for. Oh, well, hold on. I'm wrong. Nope, I'm wrong. Never mind. For some reason, it just looked like there was no UI for a second. Okay, so it says first race. Okay, so as soon as the 3 pops up, the UI comes in to be. That's what it is. So like race 1, and then it's like 3, and then the UI pops in.
Okay. Function blue. Sorry.
You good?
Blueprint pure. I need to have a pool. Are all players ready for countdown? Function pool. Are all players loaded in?
Okay, so Mario Kart, it shows obstacles, and then the last thing it does is it shows the finish line or starting line
Mm-hmm.
in front of the characters, which is pretty cool. So let's see. So this one, it's kind of multiple. Multi-states here. Let's see here. What you doing, Mo? What you doing? Hmm. So this is the three different states, and then this one goes to this one. There we go. Cool. I like that. When you get a second, check it out.
Oh yeah. Right over where?
Yeah,
This?
right here, yeah. So it shows like two different obstacles or like kind of like themed gimmick things, whatever. And then the third thing it shows is the starting to finish line in the front of the camera, so you can kind of see the characters from the front view.
Yeah.
Like this.
Okay.
Then it starts, yeah. So let's see here.
No, wrong thing. I cast you to the wrong thing. Oh.
How you feeling? Doing alright?
Yeah.
I'm having fun, but yeah, I'm down to end whenever you'd like.
Probably soon.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, I feel like this is what we should try and do each time, right? Is like have a bunch of these like small little goals.
Yeah.
And then be willing to say, let's not worry about implementing this part, because I feel like since we got we got a lot more done. Because we were like, okay, cool, this thing, okay, we'll do this now. We're gonna figure this out now. Okay, we'll handle the specifics of that later. We'll move on to here. And now we have a better overall idea of all the different parts. Like now I know, and now I feel a lot more confident making the rest of the lobby because I have an idea of like what we really wanted it to be like versus me just being, okay, yeah, let me throw this in.
Totally. Yeah. Absolutely. Different obstacles in the map. And lastly, shows the front of the racers and the back side of the backside of the finish line. Okay, cool. Yeah. Let's see. And it transitions out to. I guess go. For right now, let's see.
Yeah, so that should now make sure all the players are in. Then if I go to race game mode, race manager. Yeah. Player race manager component. Okay. Okay. That should.
Does it play GIFs in Miro?
I think it can.
I think it plays videos, but I'm not sure about GIFs. Let's see. Maybe. Let's find out.
Only one way to check out.
I know. does. Cool. That's fun.
Hey, one question. On this,
Yeah.
the in-game UI, example, where does the character abilities go? Or like, like if we want to have icons for them being on cooldown or something. Should that go, like, next to, like, their health bar below it, or?
Let's see. So where is it?
Like, where are the abilities? Like, the characters, like, abilities.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I assumed it was gonna be on the bottom right. So like that bottom right corner right below the minimap. We have the abilities over there. That's kind of how they do in Overwatch. They have like your health and cooldowns or whatever here, and then they have like abilities on the right side. Alternatively, we can have the abilities right next to the consumable item, all on the top left corner. So if we don't want to crowd the bottom, which I was afraid of, we could have all across the top left. But it may be just more visible on the bottom right. But I'm too afraid of crowding too much of the play area. We'll have to just play with that. So either here or here. Let me do a drawing. So here or here, like that. So I think we just find out what's more player friendly. You know, like yeah, the bottom right feels more intuitive, but I'm too afraid of crowding all the play space. And then top left, I don't know. So that may just be less visible for the player or something. But they're kind of going to be looking in the middle anyway, so I think that might be still okay. It's just more typical for abilities to be on the bottom right. In Mario Kart, the item's in the top left, and so we can kind of just play with whatever works. Or we could even have it be player decides on the settings or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be kind of fun.
Let's see. Finish intro cinematic. Make you blueprint native. Yeah, so, sorry, I got distracted with that.
You're good.
Just realized something.
What's up?
Oh, it's just so due to how ownership stuff works, is that anything that's a player stake component, such as my race manager, technically does not the player doesn't technically own them as compared to things that are on the controller. And so if I'm having functions that are like, for example, client blah blah blah, server blah blah blah, it doesn't work the same.
Oh.
It's not a big deal, just made me realize, oh, I need to like move around where something is done.
Oh, by the way, the screen, and we don't have to copy this, but the screen on Mario Kart, that third camera that happens, it actually rotates the back camera at that third camera rotation. So it like, I guess it's like whatever's pinned, it'll do that rotation at the end of the game. Just the heads up on that.
Yeah, okay. Also, I think I'm good to call it for today.
Sounds good. Me too. I'm hungry.
Sweet. Yeah. thanks to everyone who watched. We appreciate you guys being here. I know it's been a while.
Yeah. Sorry it took so long to go back with his family and holiday and everything. But yeah, I'll see you. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one.